Dear learners, welcome to the Department of Business Administration sponsoring add-on course on the topic Talent Management Skills Module 1. This is Dr.S.A.Rahmath Amina Begum, your instructor for the Module 1, Head and Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Wow Wajiha Women's College of Arts and Science, Kailpatnam. Before going to the topic, let's see what do you mean by talent management. Then we can see the skills. So talent management is very important and a buzzword here. It's an anticipation required for human capital for an organization and the planning to meet the needs. The field has been growing significantly and it interested among the practitioners like you. You may become the HR manager tomorrow, so you need to know what you mean by talent management. Let's see the meaning. Talent management is that how the recruiter employs the workforce. Here workforce means the prospective employees or the candidates you're going to recruit from outside, maybe external or internal, for the right job at the right time for a long term. So you need to find what are the vacancies available. You have to recruit them. You have to find them whether they are suitable for your organization. So this is all about talent management meaning. Let's say why that much importance is that talent management that much important for an organization. Yes, it helps to process the human resource planning, that is to attract the candidates, to develop them, motivate them, and important is to retain the high performing employees in your organization. So that's what we need to know about talent management. Talent management helps the employees feel engaged, skilled and motivate to work towards organizational goals. So this is what we are interested or we need to know about talent management. It does not stop with it. So when talent management is implemented by the HR managers, they have to recruit by developing the workforce. So here again I am stressing on workforce. Workforce is nothing but the employees you are going to select, by making them as productive as possible, and they shall be interested to stay back in your organization for a long term. That is very important in talent management. Not only recruiting but making them to stay for a long time. So by seeing the process of talent management, we do have a clear cut or we can have a crystal clear adaptation of talent management. So to become a HR talent management, you need to know. The first one is manpower planning. What is manpower planning? You need to find the vacancies available in each department. Take for example, we are having the restaurant. In our restaurant, that is an organization, in our restaurant we need chef, we need cook, we need waiters, we need finance department, we need advertisement department and marketing department, so on. So the manpower is needed. We have to plan in each department how many vacancies are available. So that is the first point. We call it as manpower planning. So we have to see how much employees are needed for each department. Then we need to attract talent people. How we can attract? So take for example, you need to make advertisement or you need to tell to the society that your concern needs so much employees, isn't it? So you may give your advertisement in television or in newspaper, magazine. Latestly we can do in Facebook or any other social media backup. So here we are attracting the talents. We are finding the best cook, we are finding the best account manager, best marketing manager, isn't it? After recruitment, after selecting them, we have to assess their talent. So we can assess their talent through proper interview or aptitude test or attitude test or certain in our concern, for instance, we are having a restaurant, means we have to make them to cook by giving a stipulated time. So that is talent assessing. Then onboard processing. Onboard processing, we need to know how these people are engaged in their process, how they are doing their process. So talent attraction is one among this, and onboard processing means the candidates should be assessed thoroughly. The most relevant person should be taken into account. That's what we have already said, that right person for the right job at the right time. So you have to create the candidates for the jobs role by promoting learning management. and by providing appropriate sources, training them, making them skill oriented. So this we call it as the onboard processing. After the onboard processing, the next is training and development. What is this training and development? After the employees have been recruited, they have to give a proper training, because the employees who have been recruited, we can't say that they are well versed with the organization culture we have provided them. So these people has to be trained and developed in the various part. Okay, take for example, if it is a chef, we have to cook according to the Indian cuisine or Chinese cuisine. Accordingly we need to do it. Then the important is performance management. When the organization invests in training and development programs, it becomes essential to track the skill required or improved. We have to have a track with them. Without the improvement in the employees' performance, the training is at almost waste of use, isn't it? So it would be a wise for an organization to use proper training methodologies followed in your organization. After that is called performance management. After performance management, the very important step, we call it as a talent retention. So now employees have recruited, you are giving training, you have been developed their skills. Now the employee should not move from your organization to another organization. So what you are going to make them to retain in your organization? So you need to give a proper motivational factors. The motivation may be monetary wise or non-monetary wise. Monetary wise, for instance, you can give incentives, bonus, or any sort of perks for them to stay back in your organization. Or else you can give in the name of non-monetary benefit. What is this non-monetary benefit? For example, 15 days you can give them a field trip with their family members. You can book a cinema hall for the entire family, or you can make a association and you can give a refreshment thing like that. And you can also make the employees to stay back by the way of non-monetary. Recently most of the organization, they are providing the coupons, or they are providing the coupons for provisions and groceries in a particular supermarket. So there you can buy for your family the provisions needed required to the family with a free of cost or 50% of discount. So these are the things which non-monetary benefits you benefit the organization by making the employees stay back in your organization. And the last one is succession plan. So hiring and retention are the only talent management thing, and a good talent management process does not stop with it. So here the employees need to move to the next level. That may be the promotional point of view or a monetary point of view. So here the employees stay back only with the aim that they can get a good promotion or they can be recognized properly. So this is very important thing. The talent management process includes retirement benefits, isn't it? Exit interviews and succession planning for a better transition. So the employees are promoted based on their skill level, and their roles and rights are modified according to the management. So that is called succession planning. The employee alone won't have a succession, but on the whole the organization also get succeeded through this. So now you do understand the process of talent management. So whether that is important, whether the talent management is that much important for an organization. So advantages we are going to see here. So how the talent management is that much important for an organization? It increases the employee engaged. So the employees engaged through this talent management. How they are engaged? They have to be engaged, they have to be skilled. And reduction in cost. When you manage the talents of the employees, this will cut down your cost of giving a fresher a new training, new recruitment process. It takes much time. So the cost is reduced through talent management, and also the time as well. Then employees retention rate also increases through proper talent management. So retention is very much important for an organization. You can see a number of youngsters or the employees who do not retain in the same organization for a long term. So to make them stay back for a long term, the organization or the HR manager has to find what is the right way to retain the employees to stay back in your organization. And without that, next level the employees have to develop, because they are skilled, they are experienced. Now you need to make them to retain in your organization for a long term. So for this, these are the advantages required for employees to know about the talent management. So being a HR manager, you need to analyze this, why the talent management is that much important. This is the very important note to note down, that strategies of talent management, or a scope we can say in this regard. So before moving to this strategies of talent management, you need to know what are the things required to make the talent management be strong. First one is, we have to, the HR manager have to provide detailed job description. What is this detailed job description? So the information regarding the job title, location, the job responsibilities, eligibility criteria, salary and benefit need to be transparent and crystal clear for the employee you are recruiting. So when the candidates know about their job description, they enter into your organization. The second one, you need to create the friendly atmosphere or friendly culture. So in the organization, culture is not just engaging, interacting, or lively, diverted from their path and target, but the main thing is the organization is challenging to implement just by making some good policies and making the employees stay back. So we have to create, the HR manager have to create a culture. So in action of personalities of employees that make up organization culture. The new employees must fit into your organization. They should like your organization, and that a process here, that there is whether your organization is a friendly in culture. Then developing the opportunities. How you can develop the opportunities? If there is a experience or expertise, skilled employees in your organization, you need to give them an opportunity to higher up their status or recognition in an organization hierarchy, so that they can stay back in your organization. Again, reward and recognition should be given. Definitely for every employee, they expect the reward and recognition. So if they are satisfied with this reward and recognition, no doubt that the employees will stay back in your organization. Then you need to have a touch with an employee, keep in touch with them. So be sure whether your employees are engaged in all activities. If any employee is lacking somewhere, help them how to make them to shine in their organization. Ensure that your employees are working at their full strength. So these are the things you needed to see whether the talent management is strategy oriented. Then the next one, we are going to see about the need and scope of talent management. So what is the need? Why it is required for organization? So you need to find whether the workforce means the employees you have recruited, whether it has been matched with the business needs, whether they are matched with our organization. Take for example, your restaurant is a Chinese restaurant. So here you need to find the chef who are good in Chinese special, isn't it? So there is no compromise of having the Indian or French like food. So this is very important. Engage the workforce with sustainable. So here the workforce should be engaged with the sustainable. They should not go up and down. They should be sustainable in their work, and they have to be satisfied. You have to make those employees satisfied with their job and satisfied with the salary you're providing. Develop the leader who is expertise in developing the organization. There are few employees who will develop themselves on their own, but there may be lacking in the organization development. You need to find whether the employees is developing both themselves and the organization. Then you need to have a effectively balanced diversity. What is this effectively balanced diversity? So there may be employees from various sectors, apart from caste, creed, religion, okay. So you need to balance those type of employees in the same category. That is called effective balanced diversity. You have to maintain the proper channel, or the proper, you have to help them if they are in trouble. So these are the things make you to be good in talent management. So being a HR manager, you need to concentrate on talent management. So let's have a quick summary. So we saw about the meaning of talent management. Talent management is nothing but how you are recruiting the right workforce for the right vacancies for the right time. So this is very important for your organization, and you saw about the importance of talent management. That is a buzzword today. Without talent management, you can't be a best HR. And we saw the important part of talent management, that is a process. We need to identify the vacancies available in your organization, and we need to recruit the right person for the right job at the right time. So there is a big process. Not only with that, we have to develop them by giving a proper training. There are n number of training methodologies, and after that we have to look on their performance. We have to see their performance, whether your employees are in a right track or not, and we need to know the strategies how to adapt the talent management in your organization being a HR. And there is the n number of scope available for a HR manager who learn talent management. So I think you have chosen the right course for implementing yourself to acquiring about the knowledge on talent management. So happy learners, keep on learning. With this we can end up today's session. Okay, so if you have any queries, you can contact the feedbacks and queries are always invited to the following mail and phone calls. You can contact us, and you can have a very good learning. Happy learning. Thank you. Ja.